I'm Alana Kepner. I'm the education director at Marin Shakespeare Company, and my job is to oversee the educational programming that we put on. So that includes camps, classes. We have a teen tour that goes through Marin in the Bay Area, and also things like student matinees and preparing materials for audiences to really appreciate our plays.
What's your goal with these students? Tell us about that.
I think at the basic level, we want students to get engaged, and then of course we want them to develop an appreciation for Shakespeare, but also not just Shakespeare as a means to an end, but also Shakespeare in relationship to how they can appreciate other forms of theater and other forms of literature and the world around them. Now that we're moving into our awesome new space, we're hoping to offer some younger classes as well, and we have in the past. So we're hoping to be able to offer some 5 to 7 class and maybe even some younger classes and really get involved in more creative drama-oriented activities.
Fantastic. We'll get to the new space in a minute.
Yeah, okay.
Don't you worry.
Okay.
Yeah, don't you worry. Let me ask you about Shakespeare. And how does Shakespeare serve to help you pursue these goals that you've got? What about Shakespeare actually helps these students?
I think that's a great question, especially when we think about, and we talk about this a lot in terms of our philosophy about where Shakespeare's role these days when we're trying to make sure that theater and our world is more inclusive. And so we're trying not to put Shakespeare on a pedestal and say everybody must achieve this certain standard in order to perform Shakespeare, and you're not good enough the way you are. We really want students to understand that everything that they are is enough for Shakespeare, and we really want them to connect to Shakespeare on their own level versus feeling like they have to put on a voice or an accent or be something bigger or smaller than what they are, or try to contain their personality in a tiny piece of text. But also not just Shakespeare as a means to an end, but also Shakespeare in relationship to how they can appreciate other forms of theater and other forms of literature and the world around them. And not all of our programs are oriented just in Shakespeare. When we work in the schools, we work with all kinds of poetic texts. A lot of times I find younger students, no one's told them anything about Shakespeare, so they come in with just an open mind and ready to use their imaginations the way they would in an imagination game or in the imaginary play that they do by themselves. And that's really inspiring for me.
All right. So let's talk about the new theater.
Yeah.
And so I bet you're excited about it.
So excited.
And what is it going to mean to your education programming? What impact is it going to have?
I've been very excited about our new space. So this space will allow us to put on a full range of classes, again, adding different age groups to that mix and expanding our offerings. So it's not just going to be about Shakespeare, but we want the education arm of the company to meet up with the social justice arm of the company so that we can do things like storytelling and connecting to your identity through theater. And that's really, it's going to be a valuable way to like golden thread that whole idea and philosophy of the company.
I'm Lucy and I'm 12. I'm Lisa and I'm 10.
Hey, how long have you guys been acting?
I think 3 years. Yeah.
3 years? Both of you?
I think.
Both start right at the same time?
Yeah. Yeah.
And was that really fun? And you've been together the whole time?
Yeah.
And you're not in the same grade?
No.
No. But are you in acting classes together?
Yeah.
Together?
The ones that are the same. Sometimes I do ones alone, but yeah.
Sometimes you're...
Sometimes she does more than
independent stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Is it fun being together though?
Yeah. Well, sometimes.
What productions have you been in? You've been
Like
at
Tempest.
company?
The Tempest. The Tempest. Lisa's been in like more than me. I was in both in the Tempest. She was in Julius Caesar. And they're both in 12th Night, Midsummer Night's Dream, and Romeo and Juliet.
Wow.
And didn't you do one more? But I forget. I think that's it.
Is it hard? Is it hard to do?
Well, unless you have like a monologue or big lines or something like that. Yeah, it depends on how many lines you have, I guess.
So the more lines you got, the harder it is.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Kind of way.
Oh, and do you guys like memorizing your lines?
Sometimes. I don't know. No. It's kind of fun to practice with people. Yeah, it was like...
And do you practice with each other?
Never.
Never.
Really?
Never. But you're on stage together.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think's cool about it?
I like the location. Yeah. It's pretty.
And backstage,
Yeah.
I like when you go backstage.
Like being backstage. You guys sometimes peek out at the audience
Yeah,
there? Yeah. Be careful they don't see you peek.
yeah.
Right. Tell me a little bit about getting ready for, for a production. What's that like? Is it busy?
Kind of. You memorize your lines, get a costume that you think would be good, or they give you a costume. You act it out a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You have to
Do different scenes.
practice the scenes with your friends, or just practice the scenes. And if you have any fight scenes, you're gonna want to practice those a lot.
Oh,
The
those.
fight scenes.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
fight
are they
scenes.
fun?
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's fun to get your costume for.
So you like the costume?
Yeah, because we get to tell them what we think would be good for our character, what costume we want, and they'll get something that's it
Yeah.
or close to it.
It's kind of fun because you meet a lot of new people.
We
Yeah, we made a
Make
lot
a lot
of
of
friends.